I saw them little eyeballs. Oh, Natty and Tatum wanted me to start them a stream because they were over at Richard's and he already went to bed and Jenny couldn't come up. So good to see you, darling. Hope you're doing good. I'm kind of all tuckered out because I did a lot today and got prepared for my yard sale first thing in the morning. So there's a link for y'all. If you want to come up, Grace, you can. Anybody? Just open up that stream for a chit chat for y'all. I'm chit chatted out. There's y'all's link, darling. There's y'all's little linky winky. Oh, I had a long day, huh? Bless your heart. Well, hopefully you'll get to be off tomorrow. I hope. Okay, there's somebody. There's Nat. Tina, Jenny, y'all come on up if you want
Yeah.
to. Hi,
Yeah, let's have a
Natty.
girly chit chat. Oh,
Yeah.
guess what, Misty? You
What?
know what?
What?
There's an app that you can have on your phone. It's called Airy Clothes or something. Airy Dresses or something. Airy
Eerie
Dress.
dresses.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
what
an
is
app
that?
called Airy, and you can find some really nice clothes and stuff and bags and shoes.
Oh,
Very
okay.
cheap.
Cool. Is it UK based or?
I'm not sure. I think so. I'm not sure.
Oh, guess what? I made a new friend from Liverpool online.
Oh, cool. That's
Yeah.
just cool.
Oh, I love my English friends.
I
I
love
love you.
me. We love our American friends, don't we, Tina?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Yes. We got
And I,
nothing but love for each other
yeah,
We love each other. We do.
and and respect.
Definitely. We're kind of cousins, aren't we?
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Kind of
Definitely.
sisterhood. Sisterhood.
yeah. We're all
Where,
Sisters.
sisters in Christ.
yeah,
Definitely.
is Jenny coming?
Yeah, I hope so. Let me just message her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a good
So
idea.
yeah, y'all can just have your way and I'll
Thank you.
be yeah, I'll be in and out. I'll be near my phone if anybody else wants to come up. Hey Shannon, I hope you're doing good. Always so happy to see your name. Always.
Do you know what God spoke to this Bible verse to me about that he opens doors that no man can open and shuts that no man can shut or something.
Oh wow. What was it? What did it speak to? Your job situation?
Yeah, I was kind of like, because I've been really depressed about the way that my boss has been treating me and everything. But then I had time alone with Jesus and that, and he gave me that verse. He did
That's amazing.
definitely. And I was
Oh,
thinking,
oh, go ahead, honey.
I said, oh, thank you, Jesus, and he reminded me that he's more powerful than my boss and that he's on my side and everything.
That's awesome, Tina.
Definitely.
Yeah, I love when that happens when he'll send a scripture into your mind that directly goes with your situation, and it gives you hope and encouragement.
Definitely.
Or it might give you like guidance, like that. I just recorded a little video today, like 3 minutes about the same thing happened to me today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but mine was about like somebody was a little kind of rude and hurtful towards me with their words.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. And I was all day long, I've been, you know how you kind of just think it over and you replay it in your mind, and you know, it's just on your mind. You can't get off your mind what they said and everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I had all that on my mind. And then I started thinking about this person that was hateful and rude and just not in a good way towards me. I started thinking about all the things I knew they had done wrong in their life. I wasn't trying. It just, in my mind, I was just remembering all these little things that this person had done wrong, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, hey, Myra, yay, Grace came up.
Oh, hey. Nice, Grace. To see Grace.
Hey everybody.
Hey, darling. And so I'll finish telling this real quick. So I had all that on my mind, you know, like it was just coming to me automatically, thinking about this person and all the different things they had done that were bad in their
Oh,
life. And the next thing just all of a sudden came in my mind, these words, love keeps no record of wrong.
oh, nice.
And it just kind of stopped me to be like, no, you shouldn't be digging in the past and thinking about that, you know, the things they've done wrong,
Yeah.
because that's keeping a record of the wrong. So don't think about that, you know?
Mm.
Oh, yeah. True, that.
What about our own wrongs? Are we allowed to talk about our own wrongs?
Well, you're allowed to talk about anything you need to talk about, but that's a very good question, I think. How are you
Yeah.
doing, Myra? How you doing today? Down in the chat, buying space.
Mm.
I hope you're doing good. And I don't know, Natty. What do you
Mm.
think, Grace?
How about should we talk about our own wrongs?
Yeah, like what Natty. She always has the most interesting
Like,
questions, doesn't she?
Well,
like,
there's a verse in the Bible that says confess our faults one to another.
yeah.
So I don't really think that there's anything wrong with doing that,
Yeah. Oh, good.
because that's a way to work through your issues and everything.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to looking at somebody else, at the end of the day, if you're judging them, there's no love in that. You're puffing yourself up. There's a lot of pride going on there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, that's a great scripture to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and hello to Sandra.
Hi.
Skywatcher Sandra. So glad to have y'all to hang out as long as you want.
That's
I
Dennis,
just
I think.
no, it's that's what everybody thinks. I did too, but this is my friend Sandra on my jewelry channel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and she's come over into this channel sometimes. And Myra was on
Oh,
this channel first, and then Myra's on my jewelry channel, and then Myra's on this channel too.
oh,
So
nice.
Yeah.
she said she's having a lollipop tonight, y'all, because it's Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
She is partying hard, ain't she?
Definitely.
that sounds like a fun thing to do. Is just have a lollipop. You know, that might bring back good memories of being a child for me.
I
Oh,
haven't had one
yeah.
in a long
Just
time.
having a little lollipop, or you know, the little orange sherbet push-up show,
Oh,
Yeah.
push-up ice creams where they Fred Flintstone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love those. Should have one of those too. She said the devil has a hold on her. Yeah. Yeah, I just started this little chitty chat for these girls up here because I was kind of wanting to chat, and I'm chatted out because I'm tired. So,
oh, sorry about that.
oh, that's okay, honey. And maybe Jenny will come. Y'all can all chat.
Yeah, that'd be nice, that.
And if I I'll be around my phone. I mean, I'm gonna be on here a minute, but I'll be around my phone if I see somebody else trying to come up.
Yeah.
Y'all can. Oh, I know what you can do. Well, how will you see somebody if they're in the basement?
No,
You don't?
no.
They can't send a private chat.
Mm.
How
Try
do you
Anyway,
Jen to come now.
yeah, I'll just try to add whoever I see coming if anybody comes. So,
how do you put them up?
do what, honey?
How do you put a young person up if they want to come up?
I'll just add them to the stream. I'll be near my phone.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I've just got to get a shower. I got to eat. And then I got to rest a little.
Oh, nice. What are you going to eat?
I'm going to eat a sub, you know what that
Oh,
is?
nice.
Like on a hoagie bun, kind of.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I have tuna salad. It's got
Oh,
spinach, banana pepper, onion, black olives,
oh yeah.
cheese, and a sweet onion sauce on it. So that's what I'm having.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a little treat. I love tuna salad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love chicken salad.
Yeah.
I think you
That's
could add mayonnaise to anything and make a salad out of it. I don't know, maybe. So, what you got to talk about, Grace?
Oh, nothing really. I just thought I'd join y'all.
Yeah. Are you doing any better from past months?
Um, I mean, I have good days and I have bad days. Um,
Yeah.
Today was a good day, so
Oh, good. Yeah. Taking it a day at a time. That's what I was just telling my oldest son. And when you're in the kind of real bad heart pain, not like physical, but like you're distressed, troubled, or going through a hard time, sometimes it's just taking it moment to moment. I've been in those ways.
it is. It's like you can't
Yeah.
really worry about anything except for what's in front of you.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. I've been through those times where one day seemed like an eternity just to get through that day. And then you got to get through the next, whether it be when my grandma passed away, whether it be when, me and my husband had real big problems some years ago and he left, or whether it just be all these different ways during those times. It wasn't day to day. It was, Lord, give me another breath because
Definitely.
I, I don't even feel like I can take another breath. I'm hurting so bad.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I look forward to when Jesus comes and we don't have any suffering no more.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Poppy
Definitely.
seed dressing. I don't know what that is. I'm sure it has poppy seeds in it, but is it like Italian or?
Yeah.
Feel free to join up, Myra, if you'd like. You don't have to put your camera on. Nobody. Some people don't like to. Some people do.
That's
And just chit chat if you'd like. I just want to let y'all know you have the invitation, anyways.
It's not
yeah.
lasciviousness when you talk about your past. Like you say, oh, I've had a lot of boyfriends. Or is it just being honest and just being confessing?
Yeah, I think it's just being honest. I mean, some people is more private than others. You know that some people aren't able to share such things, but you are. I am.
Me and Natalie's an open book, aren't we, Natalie? We're like, we always share our lives everywhere, YouTube, Facebook. We can't help it. It's just the way we are, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder if it's their
Mhm.
Asperger's.
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, if it is, I must be Asperger's too, because I share just as much as anybody, don't I?
Yeah.
Do you have Asperger's? Do you, Misty?
I don't know. I think I have something, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah. Are you sensitive?
What do you mean, like get my feelings hurt easy, or?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I just about anything makes me cry.
That's like me then, that is. I'm really sensitive too. Natalie knows that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It could be Asperger's, because Asperger's people are sensitive.
Yeah, you
Hmm.
probably never got diagnosed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They also say call that wearing your heart on your sleeve. Have y'all ever heard that?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I heard that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
My friend Carly says that I might have OCD too, because I went on Carly's friendship list when we were first friends, and I don't know why I did it, but I went down her whole list and sort of like befriended her friends. I don't know why I did that though, but that's what I did. You see?
Mm.
Hmm.
I have diagnosed OCD, but mine is called contamination OCD.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
wow. What does
So
that
like
mean, Reese?
so it's where I get extremely anxious when it comes to like touching things that are dirty or not like say if somebody touched something and they hadn't washed their hands and I touch it or whatever, it gives me extreme anxiety until I wash my hands, basically. Um,
yeah,
and then it goes even further than that. I mean, it's gotten to a point before, with the COVID and everything, just the constant fear of spreading it. I mean, it's like 10 times worse than what the normal person feels. And
Yeah.
how we are supposed to deal with it is we're supposed to not wash our hands all the time. That's we're supposed to our my doctor tells me to deal with it. But with
yeah,
the virus,
Yeah.
everyone's telling you to wash your hands all the time. So it's like mixed signals.
Yeah.
It's kind of rough sometimes.
Yeah.
yeah. Definitely, that's
Wow.
rough. That is.
Yeah.
Bless your. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, hey, Ashley.
Hey everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome up. Yeah, I'm a little bit like that. I mean, because I worked in healthcare for all of my young adult years, and I carry that washing the hands like I don't know how many times a day because I know what your hands look like under a microscope, not trying to add to your anxiety, um,
Oh yeah.
Grace, at all. But I understand that, and I'm constantly telling my daughter, wash your hands. Even before COVID, like, get your fingers out of your mouth. I just am aware, very sensitive and aware to germs. So I kind of feel you, but I'm sure it's probably a lot worse, like what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I kind of a little bit can sympathize with you.
Oh yeah.
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 It's rough. I mean, to and it's not something you see. I can seem like really fine on the outside, but inside I'm not.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's what people judge us with Asperger's, don't they? They think that we're
Yeah.
okay, but we're not on the inside.
Yeah.
Oh no, Ashley fell out, y'all. Let me put the link
Oh
back.
no! I said yay when she came up. That's why I went, yay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's so weird. Sometimes I'm just like, trying to welcome the person that comes in and acknowledge them and trying to finish up a follow up to a question and my mind is going in 10 different directions.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I kind of sometimes talk so much.
Mm.
Oh, no problem, Ashley. Okay. Come back later if you'd like,
oh,
honey. We'll probably be here a while. I'll probably leave the stream going.
I
So,
talk way too much. I really do talk a
me
lot.
too. I guess. I suppose I do too. I don't. I'm going to get my pride to, but I have to say that I do.
Yeah,
I'm
me
told
too.
I'm very quiet.
You fear of
yeah.
flying?
No, everyone tells me I'm quiet.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I like if you, I recognize that. And if you actually come up, take the initiative and you have it in you to talk, I want to give you the freedom to speak while you feel like speaking, especially if you feel comfortable. And
yeah.
because it does help to get things from the inside out sometimes, I think it does for me.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. Ask Grace a question actually, because what I tend to do, and I don't know why I do this, but when I like lock something up, like my bike, for example, or lock up something up on the locker, I'm always sort of like going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm sort of like counting all the time a certain number and everything, and I'm not happy until I counted that certain number, and I don't know why I do this for
That
until I can leave it.
that is a form of OCD. I've
Uh-huh.
I've I've done that as well before. Where I just like I have to do this certain pattern, and if I don't do it, then I feel uneasy
Oh
and
yeah.
very stressed out. Like it just causes great anxiety in me. A
Oh
a
yeah.
lot a lot of my OCD and stems honestly from religion in some ways too, because that's another one I have. It's called religious OCD, and it's
Yeah.
basically where you try to follow the laws of everything to the point where if you don't, um, it causes you like extreme anxiety, extreme distress.
Yeah.
Um, and when I was in high school, I used to love, I still do, but I would read books, and
Mm.
I would have to read the book out loud to make sure I read every single word, or I couldn't say I read it. I would feel like I was lying, even if I missed a word like the word a, like if I didn't read that, if I felt like I didn't read it, I couldn't say I read the book or something, and it was that was the beginning stages of the OCD showing up in me. Um,
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
it sounds crazy, I know. I don't talk about it very often, but it's
Yeah.
That's understandable. I
Yeah.
mean, I mean, you know, you are what I mean, you're a good person. I mean, you're still this you're still a special good person and everything.
Yeah.
mhm. Yeah, it's it's a
Mm.
hard one, and I wish it wasn't my struggle, but it is. So,
Yeah,
Mm. I've
definitely.
noticed one thing though. Women tend to get judged a lot more if they've had a promiscuous past. You know what I
mhm,
mean?
I
Yeah,
agree. I very much
definitely.
agree. But I think that's a society thing, where
Mm.
uh, men are in the end, men are they still have a lot of control over
Mm.
us, and they've been in charge of societal rules for so long. And
Mm.
sadly, they use the Bible to push a lot of their agenda.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
mean, if you think about it, if 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 God didn't forgive, right, loads of you having loads of partners, do you think God would forgive a woman less than a man? I mean, there's been males in the
No,
Bible
I
that
I
have had
I don't think so.
concubines and stuff. You know what I mean?
God doesn't say he doesn't look at a prostitute at their gender. He doesn't look at people at their gender with their sins. He just wants you to accept him as your savior, you know?
Yeah.
He doesn't
Yeah,
Definitely.
he
exactly.
loves you.
That's such a
Yeah.
good point. Because that reminds me of God looks at the heart. He doesn't look at
Yeah,
people the way we look at people. He
yeah,
sees your innermost desires,
yeah,
motivations, intentions. And matter of fact, like, like, see, if you see a man
yeah,
stealing in the grocery store, you might think,
yeah,
well, he's a thief, but God might see his heart and know
yeah,
that he has hungry children at home. And
yeah,
Exactly.
I don't believe in that case it is a sin because God sees the heart and we can't.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if
Exactly.
anybody would agree with that, but that's the way I see it.
I do. I see it too. I kind of like always felt sorry for the women in adultery because in those days they had to have jobs like that to feed their children and everything.
I mean,
So
what if you,
feel sorry
yeah,
for her because she might have had kids and they might have been stoning her. Then they would have been guilty of killing somebody's mum, if you know what I mean.
yeah,
So I feel really sorry for her, and then Jesus stepped in, which is a good thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
And y'all know what? When I
Mm-hmm.
just said that, I just convicted myself
Oh,
because, I don't know if you heard Grace. Well, and I uploaded a little 3-minute video about it earlier to my Misty Journal channel, but somebody was rude. Did you hear me talking about that? Hurtful
Uh-uh.
towards me? Yeah,
oh,
somebody
sorry.
was. And anyways, I was in my mind, I'll just go real quick. In my mind, you know how you replay what they said, and then you know how you kind of steam and boil a little bit inside, and then you know how you kind of you don't try, but well, I don't know if you do, but it just happened to me. It's just all of a sudden I'm thinking about all the ways this person has messed up, done wrong, things I've forgiven this person for, and I was just remembering all the wrongs. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And then all of a sudden these words came in my mind:
Oh,
love keeps no record of wrong.
Yeah.
And I know it was the Lord guiding me in the right direction there in my thinking, that just let that go. That's not how you deal with a situation. And so that happened. But just now, when I talked about God looks at the heart, so this thing that happened with this person, the Lord knows, where that anger came from, where that harshness came from, where
Yeah,
those words came from. He knows what's going on in that person's heart. Whereas all I can see is what came out,
yeah,
and
Mm-hmm.
I'm judging them by what came out when the Lord may be very well having mercy on their heart because maybe they are having, you know, you know what I mean? I convicted
yeah.
myself when
Yeah.
I said that. So now I've got to, now I got to show mercy, and it's just, I don't know. It's just a lot to think about one time. I think about every little thing. Like, like how, like my husband's very black and white thinker. It's
Yeah.
either black or white. Like, say we have 3 kids. If there's a rule, the same rule applies, the same standard applies to each child. But to me, each of those children are different, and I'm a very gray person. Like, nothing's black and white to me. Everything is gray. I always am taking into account their experiences, their past, their personalities, their heart, and nothing is black and white to me. And that's to all people. I mean, I just see things that way.
yeah,
I'm not rigid in my thinking like this or that. I'm always in the
yeah,
middle on everything.
That's good.
See,
That.
I don't think we
yeah,
can be. We can't be black and white with dealing with people
mm,
because
Right.
you can't just look at somebody and know everything about them, know everything that they're going through, what they're
mm,
feeling. the experiences they've had,
Mm.
and we just see the result of those experiences, and we also see the lack of Christ in them. And but we've been conditioned, and I think a lot of it is television and just society in general, how they say, well, if you look at this person, and
Mhm.
we generalize them, like we put everybody into these
Yeah.
groups,
Yeah.
and you can't do that because everyone is different. You can't just say, well, all, for example, people are saying, the new thing is saying that all white people are racist, or
Mm.
they say that what's another generalization, some people say all
Yeah.
black people are racist. You can't say all, because every person is different. Everyone has their own experience, and just judging them doesn't really
Yeah.
get you anywhere. And
True.
And
I
I
don't know if
think
that
of
makes
it
any
this way,
sense.
guys. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
No, carry on, Grace.
Oh no, I was just saying I don't know if I'm making any sense.
I was thinking about it this way, right? I think the reason why Jesus didn't judge prostitutes with, like, in some situations, right, you get, like, women who are being trafficked, for example, they can't stop being a prostitute because they're forced into being a prostitute. So
Yeah.
they can't change the way they live, right?
Wow.
If they're in forced traffic or whatever like that, do they have to give their oath up in Jesus? I don't think so.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Natty comes off, not just Natty. I mean, if you really listen, but there's just some deep thoughts there. I mean, yeah, think about that. She's forced, and does not the Lord see her heart that she may be in desperation and so sad and so victimized, and she wants to be free, but the world won't let her be free and make her do the things that she does not have in her heart to do.
Yeah. That's
Think of
true though.
David. Think of King David. He ended up causing the death of Uriah after committing adultery with his wife. And God says that David is a man after his own heart. And
Yeah,
if David walks into a think about this. So David walks into a modern day church, and his sin was found out. Someone found out he was a murderer, an adulterer, whatever. I would say
yeah,
95% of the church congregation would probably treat him like he was a disease, or shun him.
mm,
And God said he was a man after his own heart. And I think God knew
Yeah.
David's heart, but David
mm,
was still human, he still
mm,
had his problems.
yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah.
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 And you notice, right? A lot of people as well. They blame Bathsheba for that. They
Hmm.
they,
Oh
they
yeah,
put the
true.
full blame on Bathsheba.
No,
Yeah.
David, he looked at Bathsheba, and nobody forced him to do that.
Oh,
Um, I mean, she was bathing. He could have turned away.
yeah,
It was, it was a two-person sin. Both of them were wrong.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
wasn't one. It wasn't one or the other. They were both wrong.
I mean, I can see why the women used to probably did have baths on the roofs. Maybe they had to have baths on the roofs because they didn't have so many rooms in their houses in them days, the way they were built.
I
So,
wonder if it was a thing with, like, maybe the water was warm up there because the sun was hitting it. I don't know.
oh yeah, 'cause that's a good idea. Oh
I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And I heard, I was listening to somebody else reading the Bible that David shouldn't have been on top of his roof in the first place. He should have been at war or something
Hmm.
at the time. So it's not all Bathsheba's fault. And if you think about it, if he's a king and he says, "Get me that woman has to be the king, right?"
Well, here's
Mm.
another thing. Nowadays, women are told to, dress modestly, etc., etc. So they don't tempt men. or whatever. But in the end, it's men who make their own choices. You can't blame a woman for dressing a certain way. You
Yeah,
can't say that. You can't say, well, oh, well, she dressed this way, so I couldn't help myself. No, at the end of the day, you make your own decision. You have your own choice. You got to be accountable for that, you know?
definitely.
Yeah.
Make your own choice.
But yeah.
David was to blame too.
Yeah. But
Oh,
they're forgiven, so they're not guilty anymore. They were both forgiven.
that's true, that. Both forgiven.
I
Yeah.
think it's Psalm 51 where David makes a prayer and he says, wash me with hyssop and I shall be made whiter than snow. I can't remember the full verse, but he was basically saying that um that, David went to God for cleansing. He couldn't, no matter what he did, he couldn't right any wrong that he did. It was all up to his trusting in God to do that for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's what we do today. We trust that Jesus has done that for us.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Because we try and do it ourselves, but we just mess up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Try and do it ourselves. Probably.
That's the big thing I think a lot of religions have in common is that they try to make themselves clean through good actions and stuff like that. And that's where Christianity is different, is that Jesus did it for us and we trust in that,
definitely.
Yeah, look at me, I don't do this. Look at me, I don't do that. I've
Mm-hmm.
never had, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what the was the Pharisee and the tax collector says. Oh, he says, oh, I'm glad I'm not like that tax collector.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But then I've got to be careful myself because, I tend to be more judgment. It's kind of ironic. My struggle, my
Yeah,
huge
me
struggle
too.
is being judgmental of the judgmental. It's like, I mean, I have a hard time, and I think a lot of it is maybe the reason I am so harsh on the judgmentals because I myself am judgmental.
oh,
That's a,
you seem
that's a
lovely, you do.
Yeah, but I mean, I have flesh. I'll tell you, I was at work last week, and one of my coworkers, she was not in a very good mood, and
Oh,
um, she took it out on some of us, and she took it out on me, and I really, really got angry, like, and I really wanted to give it back to her, and I mean, that's just my flesh. It's just like.
yeah.
Yeah.
God forgives us. So I did. I felt something even worse. I did. I confess this. And that what on in my heart, but I had to ask Jesus to forgive me. My bosses were giving me a really hard time at work, and that, and in my heart, I kind of like felt hatred and bitterness towards them, even to go as far as wishing them dead and everything. And then I knew that what I felt was wrong, and I had to ask God to forgive me, and that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's sometimes where like I know something's wrong, but in my heart I'm struggling with feeling that
Mm.
is wrong. And I have to go to Jesus. I'm like, I'm struggling with this. Like, I'm
Yeah,
angry and I know I shouldn't be angry, but I'm still angry and I don't feel like changing this, but I want it to change. And so I just need to
definitely.
give it I need to give it to you. I need you to be the one to do this. Be my strength. Help me.
That's
I
true.
really
That.
I go to God with stuff like that quite often because
What
I'm
did
a
you get
very
angry at? I wonder if it depends what you get angry at, though.
well. There's being angry at unrighteousness, which is but there's a verse in the Bible that says, "Be ye angry and sin not."
Yeah, yeah, you can't wish somebody dead. That's wrong, really. That is, I knew that it's wrong.
Yeah. Because, like, I'm looking at the cat, and I'm thinking, well, even cats get angry sometimes.
Yeah, you and cats get angry. You get very angry, meowy angry.
Oh yeah, the cat got angry with me, didn't it? That.
Yeah. My son, when he was a little boy, he used to torment my dad's cat. And he used to give him little soft pats at first. And then suddenly he went,
Um,
scratched him.
Y'all know
the real cat is his name is Carlos. He's very chill. Like he doesn't get angry. He gets annoyed. He gives me like if I pet him after he cleaned himself, like he'll get his paw and he'll lick his paw and then he'll look behind his ears and then I'll rub behind his ears on purpose. He gets mad, kind of. He'll just look at me. But
Oh,
yeah, he
Oh,
doesn't
now
scratch.
that's. What if he's feeling the same way you do, Grace? You know what I mean?
oh,
Yeah, that's gonna make you think twice next time you do that, ain't it?
Yeah, I know.
But y'all know what just happened while I was gone just for a few minutes? I was fixing me some tea.
Mhm.
Is I had that whole situation that happened. I don't mean to keep coming back to it, but it keeps unfolding for me. I'm just sharing it in real life. That
Mhm.
situation about that person, right? Well, I just, after that came to me about love keeps no record wrong, I said, all right, well, I'm just going to leave it in your hands. You can change that person's heart, give them a change of heart, right? But
yeah,
anytime I bring another person to the Lord, I always bring myself and say, if I need the change of heart, you have permission. Change me, show me how to look at it different. Maybe I'm seeing it wrong, even though, like you were saying, Grace, about your flesh, I'm justified to feel this way. But anyway, so I'd left it at that. And just while I was going to get the tea, after I had said I convicted myself about whatever it was I said, this just came to me. Oh, it came to me that I just had a change of heart. They may not have, that other person, but I did. And it has totally changing the way I'm looking at the whole situation. I have grace in my heart and mercy in my heart towards this person now.
Oh
So
yeah.
that happened. And I just, I don't know. It just blows my mind the
that's good.
power, that he has to change the the heart.
Definitely, that's good. That.
Yeah, yeah, that's good, I guess.
It is good. It's showing you that it's not you who does the heart changing. It's him.
Yes, and I like that you brought that up, and I sure do agree with you because that was a long, hard lesson for me to learn in my walk. To realize that it's not something you can do, Misty. It's like a prideful man cannot make himself be a humble man. That is the work of
Mhm.
the Lord.
Yeah,
Or a man full of wrath and rage and anger cannot make himself into a peaceful man. That is the work of the Lord. And just, it was just, I bet you it was 2 or 3 years of wanting to be different than what I was and trying to do everything I could think of and like try to discipline myself, harsh rules on myself, feel guilty on myself all the time until I realized that all you have to do is be still. All you have to do is talk with him about everything. All you have to do is wait on the Lord and he will
yeah.
fulfill your desire. And my desire was to be in so many ways different than I'd always been, you know? But that's a
Je-
hard lesson to
Jesus is
learn.
Jesus is like her husband in a way.
Yeah. Yes. It's like a wonderful, it's better than a husband. Any husband I've known. Like a wonderful friend,
Definitely.
like your confidant and your counselor and the one that'll listen to you cry and not interrupt you and just the one who's everything. I don't know how to
Well, I
explain it.
see him as our big brother, and the devil's a bully.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
And our big brother came down to protect us
Yeah.
because the bully was picking on us.
Uh-huh.
I think of a scripture that says something about, I don't know where it's at, but it said that Jesus and what he did so that he would gain many brothers and sisters. Have
Oh
y'all ever
yeah,
heard that? Remember?
No, never heard
Yeah,
I
that
have.
one.
you could
Yeah.
Google it.
Yeah. Cool.
So
Yeah.
hope everybody's doing good in the chat. Did you guys see Robin came in?
Yeah. Mm.
So I hope everybody's doing good in the chat, whoever's listening.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, it's already 20 after 9. And I've got to get up at by 5 o'clock because the yard sellers start coming early, like as soon as the sun comes up.
Wow.
Oh.
Are they like?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it's like the early bird catches the worm. So,
Oh, is that where that saying comes from then?
well, we use it in yard selling. The early bird catches the worm because you get there first, you might find some good things, before everybody else.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I work at
Me
a
and Nat said it together, then we did, Natalie.
Yeah.
thrift store, and every morning, and I mean every morning, there is a line of people waiting to come inside to see what is new, and put out.
Hmm.
And one of my main jobs is putting out the new clothing. And there are people who will sit there and stalk me through the whole store, waiting until I put a certain item down. Or I will catch them going through the rack while I'm hanging something else up. It's very frustrating.
Hmm.
That takes so much Jesus.
Oh.
uh, I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
yeah, they get the deals, but they need to learn some manners.
Definitely. Do you remember that cat that got angry with me, do you, Natalie?
Yeah, that cat game.
Oh
I
yeah.
never really did understand that game.
Oh,
Didn't
I know.
understand.
That was strange, wasn't it, that game?
Yeah.
Why did it get angry?
I don't know. I think it's good. I don't know. Yeah.
Have you
I don't know. I can't remember.
oh have you two come on the cat across the cat game on Facebook Messenger?
No, I haven't.
The cat always got angry with me.
I'm eating my
And
healthy dinner of McDonald's right now.
oh nice, I have pea fruit and chips and
Yeah.
pineapple fruit.
I'm glad Tina helped me with the Bible tonight. And you're helping with these new Bible
Thank you.
verses.
I try
We,
my best.
we get to learn new things. You know,
Definitely.
But I definitely want to find that brother thing. That he gains more
Yeah,
brothers.
hold on. I got my other phone. I'll see if I can find it for you, okay?
Yeah, I want to mark it.
Yeah,
It's just the way I see him as a big brother.
yeah, definitely. That'd be good.
Because when I was little, my big brother, when somebody
Oh,
stuck a stick in my stick, two boys were bullying me. They put a stick when I was a little girl in my bicycle wheel, and it made me fall off my bike. My brother was coming down the road. He goes, "What are you doing to my sister?" and they were scattering.
Well, okay. It is Romans 8:29 if you want to read it now. Oh,
Romans
hey,
8,
Troy. Feel welcome to come up.
Romans 8:29.
hi, Troy.
Yeah, I'll put the link again in case you need it.
Romans 8:29.
I'm about to go on mute and um eat my sub and not in a posh way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
I wrote it down so I can remember it in the back of me Bible
Mm,
when I
okay.
find it. I'm dead slow at finding things.
Yeah. No, sorry, I don't mean that. I mean, you're not too bad.
Um,
Sorry.
yeah, Billy, if you'll take a stool softener every day, like DocuSate sodium, I think it's called, or Colace, that'll help with that. Yeah, 'cause it's dangerous to be constipated.
What happened if you're constipated all the time?
Well, it's just not good for you. Gut health is very important, but if you have constipation, you can take a over-the-counter vitamin of it's called Colace, and it just is a stool softener. So it's not like a laxative, which makes you it makes you contract and use the bathroom, a laxative. So it's not that, it's just a softener to make your stool softer so it can more easily come out. And Troy said eat more fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know this may sound weird and that I don't know if you have the same problem, Natalie, and that with your sort of like Asperger's, but I don't like doing a poo when somebody else is in the building. I don't. Even my dad, I say, Dad, don't. I ring him up and say, can you please not come over because I need to go for a poo. I say.
Oh.
My son is the same. He has never that I know of used the
Oh,
bathroom in his school, and he graduates next month.
oh yeah.
No,
And he is the same way.
Oh,
no, it
Yep.
doesn't bother me at all.
that's
I,
interesting. That.
mm,
Are you like that, Natalie?
no, no, no.
Now somehow I can believe that.
Oh
I'll
yeah.
tell you why. Because I used to live in an open house. He'd go in my bath. My mum was like, "Oh, there was only one bathroom. My mum needed the toilet. Oh,
Uh-huh.
sorry, I need to come in and go to the toilet." It's like,
Oh yeah.
oh, no. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. True.
Not for the number two, but she had a wee. Like,
Uh-huh.
oh, no.
Interesting. Are you like that, Grace?
Cats only use the litter box, so
Oh yeah.
That was funny.
Uh-huh.
I laughed while I was on mute.
Oh yeah.
I'm lucky now because I'm in a house. I've got two toilets.
Uh-huh. That's why sometimes I don't go because I don't like other people being around me. I'm a bit strange like that. I am, aren't I?
I don't know.
I wonder if anybody else has that. I know, Misty's son and that. I wonder if anybody else on the Asperger's has that.
Yeah. Oh, happy day.
Why are we talking about going to the toilet?
I don't know. Well, let's change the
It's
subject. It'll
interesting.
make me want to go.
Oh, yeah. Does plain
Like
this
a
right
rat.
make you need to go?
Eat more fruit. I like Troy's comment.
I hope Hannah, when Hannah and Sarah meet me, I hope they don't think I'm weird and everything.
They'll love you, Tina.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And then Mum. Of course they love you.
I hear that's true. That thank you.
We're not having to change that.
Oh, I hear.
What time is it over there right now?
It's 2:30. I don't know if you've ever had this thing where you've been married, Misty, or been with a partner, or any of you gals, where their husbands use the bathroom while you're in the bath. It's like, do you really have to?
No, my husband would never do that unless it was some sort of life or death. He likes his privacy.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's change the subject. That's enough on the
Yeah, no
yeah,
kidding.
sorry.
recycle.
That is like our conversation is going in the dump.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
Oh my
Mister.
gosh.
Pun intended, pun intended. I'm just joking now. I'm about to eat my sub, y'all.
Oh, yeah, better not talk about it then.
Oh yeah, that's exactly right. Thank you. Let's not talk about it. I like to. I got the. Have y'all ever had the sweet chili Doritos?
I
No,
have.
I've
They're
not
very
tried that.
good.
Did you? I like to get mine in sour cream. You're talking about good. You can dip any Doritos in sour cream. It's really good.
I've never heard of that before.
Well, I hadn't either. I just somehow I tried it. I don't know, but no, that's the way I eat it.
It makes sense, I guess. I
Yeah.
mean, Doritos are kind of like taco shells, hard taco shells. So.
Yeah, it goes together. It's just perfect. All right, I'm gonna go on mute while y'all titty tap.
Oh, yeah, sure. Thank you. That's nice of Missy to let us do that. Is it alright if I go and have a
shower?
Is it okay if I? Yeah, a shower. You can,
Of course you can,
is that all
Tina.
right, Natalie? Thank you. You
Yeah.
can still talk to Grace.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
A bit then.
I like looking at your cat, Grace.
He is a very pretty cat.
It looks like a cat the other cats don't want to mess with.
He is.
It looks
When,
like a top cat.
But his meow. I mean, he looks very fearsome, but I kid you not, his meow is like this. Meow. It's so tiny and cute. It's adorable. My nickname for him is Lord Snotbutt because he's so snobby.
Oh.
Yeah. So what did you do today, Natty?
What did I do? I
Did you
went.
have a collab?
I went to go and visit my nana Barnes and my
Hmm.
son and my mum. My son trekked me to a McDonald's. And he trekked me to a milkshake.
What kind of milkshakes do y'all have over there at McDonald's?
Well,
Is it
this
just
one was like a. This one was. Oh, we had. I had a milkshake at McDonald's with my meal, Happy Meal. It's like
Mhm.
ice cream.
Oh yeah, I was just wondering what flavors. Like, is it just like the simple vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate choices?
Yeah, and you got vanilla.
Vanilla, okay. I've
Vanilla.
heard that other countries sometimes have different menus from the McDonald's
Yeah,
here in the States.
yeah. And he ordered me this from this dessert place, which he orders from later this
Mhm.
evening. He ordered these two milkshakes and these desserts from this dessert thing. And it was like a smoothie. It had banana, strawberry, like a smoothie kind of milkshake. And they put
Interesting.
bubble gums in it. So when you drank your smoothie, you could pick the bubble gums out and chew on the bubble gums.
Oh,
You know, like
that's
those, you know them,
interesting.
you know them gumballs.
Yeah.
Mm,
Well, I used to work at, there was a coffee slash smoothie shop next door, and I would go over there, and they had these strawberry smoothies where you can get they're called juice poppers. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. It's like these little balls, and like when you suck them up through the straw, it pops, and there's like juice in it.
oh, nice. That sounds yummy.
It is good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got my hair colored today. I colored my hair.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
getting grey in my hair. I need to colour mine. It's getting really bad. I've got it in a ponytail so you can't see it very well.
Mhm.
But it's really,
Go
it's
free
getting.
like me. Go free. Let it go.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it
People.
go grey. I'm
Hey,
married now, so my
Justin.
husband. I've got 2 kids with him, so he's stuck with me now.
My hair has always been like naturally like brown, and when she was dyeing it today, she said there was a part coming out of my head that was blonde. And I don't know what's going on there. I had one silver hair. I
Yeah.
think that's what I get for picking on people and telling them they're old.
Mm. Oh, Pastor Justin's got a Morris's Peck has got a grey hair. That's grey hair too. But
We're just having chit chat, Justin. Feel free to come up if you'd like. I'm eating, so I can't talk right now.
my son's a bit sleepy at the minute. He's had some WEED, marry, you know. I don't like
Mhm.
him smoking it, but he gets it for his ADHD. I wish then he'd get the CB oil bit from doctors or something, rather than smoke the stuff because it gives him a cough. And I don't like his cough that he has.
Is it legal there to have the WEED?
CB oil. I don't really
That's
know,
legal.
to be honest.
I could have swore that they were making it legal here in some states to have, is it marijuana?
You don't
It's
get done
one of
for
them.
smoking cannabis so much in this country. I think if you got so much, you can have it confiscated off you. But police
Okay.
don't really. There's loads of people smoking weed in St Anne's, Nottingham, where I am. So there's not much they can do about it because it's such a big thing. I don't really like my son doing it, and I've told him, and so's the paramedics told him the dangers of smoking it, but he's 17, he doesn't listen. And he's quite brazen, and he'll smoke it in front of me.
Hmm.
Blow it in my face. I was like, no, I don't want to breathe it in. It gives me a headache.
I honestly don't even know what it smells like or whatever.
Or you get no
So
choice in Nottingham. There's loads of people smoke it. You smell it everywhere.
I wouldn't even know. I'm so sheltered in some areas. So, but
England's rife for it, marijuana. Even though it's not been made legal yet. There's sure a lot of people smoking it. It's only classed as a seed drug. So it's like, it's not, you won't get much for it.
yeah.
Innit, Tina? Does it stink a lot of weed in your area? Because it does in my area, Tina. People smoke it a lot where you are. In your city. Oh no, she's in Cheltenham, isn't she? Do people
Yeah.
smoke it where you are? Right.
I don't know. That's what I was wondering. Like I remember seeing on TV about them legalizing something.
Hmm.
They want to make it legal. I know that. But I don't know if they've actually done it.
It stinks
I
awful.
don't watch I've stopped watching the news. I can't deal with it. It's so depressing. It does nothing
Mm,
for my mood. It makes my blood pressure feel high, so I just don't even watch it anymore. Like I really don't know what's going on in our country at all.
mm. And when you smell it, it gives you a headache.
Okay, so it's legal in Washington. That's what I thought. I knew it was legal somewhere. I've never been a fan of the smell of smoke, like from a cigarette or whatever.
Yeah.
So
My,
that's always
my cousin's
kept me
always been the
away.
same. I used to snap on my mum's cigarette when I was little.
Wow.
I didn't think I'd ever smoke. But, I used to buy the fake cigarettes, the chocolate cigarettes. When it was winter, when
Mhm.
you breathe out and you get that cold air. I used to get these
Mhm.
fake cigarettes. I used to stand outside and pretend I was smoking in front of adults to see if I'd get told off.
Do you ever watch like the old shows like I Love Lucy and stuff? And it's like it was so normal back then for people to just pull out a cigarette and start smoking. And they would on
Yeah,
the TV they're doing it like with the children around. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
yeah,
I didn't think of anything of it.
yeah. First one I ever smoked was like this long, thin brown one, and I put
Mhm.
my bridesmaid dress on. It was burgundy, and wanted to be like the classic women in Titanic.
She had some really pretty dresses on Titanic.
Yeah, she did. She made it look elegant and beautiful.
Mhm.
Smoking. I kind of smoked to fit in as well.
I think that happens a lot. I think it's a peer pressure thing.
Yeah. Mhm. But you find you get more trouble. different
do.
kinds of trouble.
Following the crowd definitely doesn't get you far.
Nope. Hey up,
Hello.
Justin.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. Let me get in the better. Let me see. Too bad I can't flip this around. We got a bunch of little baby kittens.
Oh,
Oh,
they're so cute.
There's Mama.
Oh,
That's one of Mama's. There's another Mama.
Oh,
She's wore out. We got two litters from the same bobtail kitty,
mm-hmm.
and had 4 each. And
Oh,
so
wow.
we have 10 porch cats now.
wow, cool.
But they're going to go to one good home. So
Yeah.
I know somebody likes cats.
Yeah. I have 2 cats. But that's all that I have. I can't have any more than that.
You live in an apartment?
No, I live with my family though, and it would be too much to have any more cats than that. They're farm cats, really.
Yes. Mine, all of ours are outside. There. We've got other cats out on the back property. And before we got them, we had mice everywhere. Now, none.
Same. Yeah.
We don't have to have traps or poison or anything like that. We did. We had some poison. The other kitties found it. That wasn't a good thing. So, but I love having farm cats. I got 3 acres. We got a couple of goats, sheep, chickens, ducks, cats.
Wow.
Yeah. We had a cow up until a few days ago. She started having seizures really bad. She's 17 years old. She's a pretty old cow.
Wow.
Ended up, yeah. And she ended up having, we had to put her down because it was messing with her brain. And
yeah. So it was a pet?
yeah, she was originally a dairy farm rescue.
Yep.
And then we milked her for a little while, but she just became like a 2,000-pound dog.
So I know Misty has a little place with, she grows tomatoes and you don't really have a farm though, but you have a big garden. Is that correct, Misty?
yeah, I did past 2 or 3 years, but I didn't think I could tend it this year, so I'm not doing it this year. I'm gonna miss that.
Yeah, but Southern women's supposed to grow tomatoes.
Oh, I know it because we gotta have our mayonnaise and tomato sandwiches.
Yeah. Yeah, it ain't a. I was watching a movie with Dolly Parton and what was that other lady's name? Anyway, Stale Magnolias. Remember that movie?
Oh yes,
Back in the 90s. So why you grow tomatoes? I thought you hated tomatoes. I do hate tomatoes, but I'm a Southern woman. We're supposed to grow tomatoes. She giving away that old Weezer. Yeah, that was her name. So.
I'll be right there. I'm gonna finish clearing my mouth out so I can speak to you a minute. But go ahead.
So Tina, where are you from? Are you still on?
She stepped away for a bit.
Oh, okay.
She's having a shower.
Oh, that's a good thing. I got my weekly. I did my weekly one today.
Tina loves her after midnight showers.
And
Bless
Miss
her.
Batty, where are you in England?
Yeah, I'm in England too.
And so, what's the time there?
It's 2:50 in the morning.
Oh, wow. Well, it's about 10 minutes to 7 here in Washington State.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can still see the sun.
Oh yeah. Cool.
It's not very good. Oh, there's some blue sky. There we go. Yeah. Oh, the lighting's terrible, but that's okay. So,
Yeah.
Kat, where are you from?
I'm in North Carolina, like
Oh,
Misty is.
oh, okay. So you live very, very close to Misty.
Yeah, pretty close.
Oh, close enough to drive there and meet her.
Oh yeah, she actually lives down on the coast near my hometown where I lived till I was about 3 or 4 years old.
Oh,
Um, but she's a fellow North Kakalakian.
hey, I lived in Virginia for 7 years. We were just on the other side of the border, and then my roommate was from North Carolina, and we drive down to his house about every weekend, hang out with his family.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we had collard greens, rice. We had a lot of good Southern food down there.
Oh yeah.
If you ever had
They lived not too
barbecue.
far from Camp Lejeune.
Oh okay.
Yeah, the Marine base, because his dad worked on.
Jacksonville.
He was a firefighter at Camp Lejeune.
Yeah, I've been past there. I know where that is. It's near Jacksonville.
Yeah, I think that's where he lived.
So how's Anna and things?
Well, I work for the Forest Service now.
The
And,
forest?
the Forest Service.
Wow, I didn't see that coming. I bet you didn't either.
Well, I've been trying to get on with them in the Department of Education,
Mm-hmm.
and which is the Job Corps. I don't know if you are familiar
Yeah.
with what Job Corps is, but they're
Yeah.
okay. They get their funding from Forest Service, so we get our paychecks from the Forest Service, and then in turn, the students during the summertime, if they stay on campus, they get to go out and fight forest fires and make forest wages, and then hopefully, and then that's how the Forest Service will recruit out of Job Corps. So it which is a good thing. I mean, they go to a couple of weeks of training, learn how to fight forest fires, and then they recruit firefighters out of that, and some actually go full-time year-round. So it's a great program.
Wow.
But right now we're locked down. We can't bring in students on. So, but my boss is a Christian. Awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, good. And are you working from home?
No, I go in. I'm only it only takes about 7 minutes to get there. And so right now what I'm doing is I'm videotaping all the trades that we have that we offer and making videos and then putting them up in virtual classrooms. So that's my job, is to do all the video editing. I was like, yep, that's my deal there.
Wow, good for you, Justin. I'm so, and I just want to say, I don't know what it is, and I don't think you'll take this wrong at all, but I haven't seen you in so long, and your countenance is so humble.
I had to take break, just like
Something happened.
just like Kat said, the cat. I don't know what her name is, but
It's Grace.
Grace. Yeah, just like Grace was talking about. I had to get off of all social media, especially Facebook. I haven't been on that for I don't know how long. I even unsubscribed to even conservative news because they're spreading hate too, and then so I haven't done a video in a while, but sometimes you just have to disconnect and reconnect with God. So.
Well, I can see I mean, I don't know how, but I just feel that, I can see that about you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it may have been a hard time. I don't know, because I know times like that's been hard for me, but the result of it is always, I don't know, stronger in the Lord, but weaker in yourself, kind of,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I mean it as a compliment of
oh yeah.
love, you know. I mean it in a compliment of love towards you, because not saying you were prideful before, but it's just your countenance seems so much more, I don't know, lowly.
Hmm.
So that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And in the past few days, I've been going through some anger inside the heart, and I had to just,
Mhm.
in fact, went to church on Wednesday to for worship practice because I'm a drummer there, and I don't want to be there. I just wanted to, you know, burn out this anger, and as I was playing and we were worshiping, it came out a lot faster. This just a peace came over, and so
Mhm.
end of day, I moved offices from one tiny office to a bigger office, and just hard work. Get your
Yeah.
mind um, off of what's going on in the world, and
Mhm.
when you have you've been putting out a lot of videos about being humble, and when somebody angers you, and how um, you know how people have treated you, and I'm like, I mean, we must have been born out of the same bread,
Yeah.
uh, because I mean, I've always wanted to be tall, and you've got that going for you, but then still people have attacked you, you know. Um, and I'm
Mhm.
short. I'm only like 5'7". That's short for a man, And I thought if I was taller, people would respect me more. And
Mhm.
and then you put out these videos, and I'm like, well, my thought was wrong. People will attack
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Doesn't matter how
Yeah.
tall or short, or you know
Mhm.
what you look like. And
Exactly.
um, I was talking to this one guy, and he goes, "So what's your story?" And every time people say that, you know, it's just to humiliate you. And I was like, "Well, I don't really have a story that you would understand." And I said, "You're pretty arrogant and prideful, and I get it. You have a you know you have a mediocre house. What do you mean mediocre?" I said, "Well, this thing costs like 250, 300. That's what all houses cost now. I said, "You're not bad looking. Got a great wife. But dude, you are all your life, you have tried to keep up this persona, and that's got to get tiring, and you're going to get old, and you're going to sag. Things are going to sag and fall off. And, you know, you ain't going to keep up this image." And I
Yeah.
said, "Look at me. I've never had to worry about that. That's why I'm happy. And his wife, I says, "You see that pretty
Yeah.
little thing sitting over there? When you start getting all old and gray, you know, and
Yep.
wrinkly, she's going to find somebody else, you know?" And he goes, "Nah, I'll never get like that." I says, "Yeah, that's what all those people in the rest home said."
Oh,
So,
yes, for sure that the more years that go by, you really can understand the scripture that
Yeah.
talks about
yeah.
beauty is fleeting. Money is sprouts wings like eagles, I think it says. Everything is fleeting away.
Hmm.
It really truly does, you know?
Mhm.
Yep. Yep. So, yeah, I just don't worry about, I mean, I get a haircut when I need it, and I shave and put it on deodorant so I'm not offending anybody else, but,
Yeah.
and, I work on my weight, try to keep it down. Uh,
Mhm.
Mm.
but looks like my phone's gonna die here.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, when I get to heaven, I'm gonna look good. I'm gonna look great. We're all gonna look good there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So how's your grandbaby doing? She's like 8 now.
Oh, she's turning 8, but that's another whole story,
Oh,
Justin. My daughter-in-law was deployed to Middle East for about
yep,
6, 7, 8 months,
yep.
and they're having a really hard, stressful, about to fall apart time.
Mm,
And yeah, it's really heavy on my heart, and especially for Emma, because she's not adult to make these decisions. She's like the victim of adults' decisions, and it just so I just keep talking to the Lord about them, and what can I do? But just be there, listen, and pray, and try not to
Yep.
take sides, and just hoping for the best for this. But that people don't realize how hard a deployment is on a married couple, especially because their anniversary was just like last week for 3 years.
Yeah. Well, you remember I was in the military for 23 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you probably know something about this.
Yeah.
Or you've seen it, with other people, I'm sure.
Yeah, I had lots of people in my office, a lot of wives coming in, and they knew I was a pastor, so they'd come in, and it poured out, and they was like, we ran out of money. I don't know where to get it. So I know where to get it, and I had resources, and we got them gas cards and food cards, and that kind of took the stress off, but they still miss their spouses.
Yeah, but you know what, Justin? It's not so much that. It's what is that saying? Something makes the heart time away from each other either makes the heart grow fonder or makes the heart wander or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wandered. It wandered over there. So
Yeah.
you understand what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I've seen that
and,
too. A lot of
oh my
divorces,
goodness.
Because I've seen a lot of Iraq marriages happen, and this one couple got married, and the wife was still married back here, but they got an Iraqi marriage.
Oh my gosh.
And well, the army found out about it and kicked them both out.
Wow.
Because you can't commit adultery. And well, you're not supposed to be married to two different people, too.
Well, yeah, no kidding. That's just
adultery is a punishable offense.
in the military?
Yeah, you can get kicked out and demoted for it if the command wants to pursue it.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a bad one. So,
wow.
It's good that they have morals.
It's like they kind of protect the institution of marriage with their employees type of thing. Wow, I never knew that, Justin.
Yeah, there's something else. It's kind of TMI, but they I don't know how they would catch this, but you're only allowed to have union with your wife one way. If they catch you doing it any other way, you can get in trouble. Like, it was a briefing.
Wow.
I was like, how are they going to know? You're going to be looking in my wine window?
Seems like I have heard something about that now. I don't know if my son has told me this or
it's a briefing they'll give you.
That's crazy.
I said, well, the Bible says the bed is undefiled, so you can do whatever you want when you're married.
Well, as long as you're in the bed, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just joking. I'm joking. I didn't mean to joke about it.
Don't be out in your tomato fields playing around now.
Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. We'll change the conversation now.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't know that. I mean, I think I might have heard that latter, but I didn't know that first part.
Yeah.
We're allowed to do everything in the marriage bed apart from sodomy.
What's that?
Sodomy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's one family member you're not allowed to marry, but you can marry all the other ones. I can't remember what it was, whether it was a daughter-in-law or. And I've got the list of who you can marry because there's a lot of cousins that married. Jacob and Esau married their cousins. Jacob married.
You can't marry your aunt.
Huh?
Or you can't marry your auntie or your uncle's wife or something.
Oh, yeah, look at this.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want to marry that.
Sorry.
Hi, Tina. You're back from the shower.
I want to show you something. This was really cute. if I can get it back again, it kind of like went away. Oh,
So while she's looking for that, what caused y'all to go back? Have y'all got the new strand, or what? Did they relax and people didn't take it as serious and then it sparked back up, or what's caused y'all to go backwards?
Oh, we have a Democrat governor, and he just likes to play around, with our emotions.
Oh, yeah, I think we have a Democratic governor too, but I think
I don't think. Well, I don't know.
Roy is Roy Cooper of North Carolina, but is Grace still here? Yeah, maybe she'll know, but isn't he Democratic, Grace?
Yeah, he's a Democrat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Democrat.
He must be pretty conservative. We've got a
Yeah,
couple
I think he is. I think he's conservative. And not conservative enough for the Republicans, but
I had to plug in my phone, so I had to come inside.
Oh, okay, yeah. Good.
But Anna's sitting over there listening to her stuff.
Oh,
She
hello to Anna. Tina, I didn't mean to interrupt you, sweetie. Did you want to show your picture?
Yeah, let me see a picture.
oh, yeah, I'm trying to find it again. I don't know why it sort of like kicked me off.
Oh, okay.
It kicked her off?
Yeah, for some reason. It was cute of a monkey eating a banana. It was cute.
Yeah. Well, how is the daughter doing that's in college? Is she still actually going to college, or?
Oh, you're talking about Emily?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to go see her next week. She moved into a house for the summer because she's all done with school for the summer. And she met a country guy. See, Oregon's pretty liberal, and all the guys are kind of floofy guys. So she goes,
"What's floofy mean?
Well,
what's floofy mean?
Floofy, well, like when they order their coffee, they got to have the floofy stuff in it.
Come on! I have cream in my coffee too.
Well, they not just cream; they put chai milk with almond, and I mean it's like.
Oh, well, give me another synonym of this floofy so I can get it in my mind.
Well, it's like okay, I'm gonna go. Like we have these espresso stands over here, and they drive up to them. It's kind of like Starbucks.
Uh-huh.
And then they want a Americano with almond milk, and I don't know. It's not black coffee. It's anything but black coffee. So they went to this coffee shop, and this guy they're just friends. He goes, "Yeah, I'm just drip coffee, black coffee." I'm like, "Oh yeah." I like that guy. So
okay.
Yeah, and Emily just turned 20 a couple of days ago.
Oh, okay.
And she finished her second year of college. And so she's moving and she got a job at a bridal shop for the summer.
Oh, nice. What is she majoring?
Business.
Sorry, you called me.
Yeah. Do what, Tina? I don't think she's talking to me. So let's say business. So she got some ideas for her own adventure, or
no? She started out with kinesiology, which is the study of the body, and she realized she didn't like touching people. So she quickly changed her major. She just wanted to be able to have kind of a general degree, and she goes to a Christian college, and she wanted to go into ministry, but some kind of ministry. But I'm like, well, what are you going to do with that? And the military's paying for all of it because I gave her my benefits.
Oh wow!
But I said, you're going to use up these benefits for that. So, I mean, you're not going to have any student loans or anything, but what are you going to do with that?
Right.
There's, churches don't pay a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
And so she just, she realized, she goes, well, yeah. And so she just thought about it. And then she asked me what my major was. I said it was business administration. So she's going into business management.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah. So it's kind of general, and
Yeah.
it'll give her some good accounting
Yeah,
skills.
I think that's great for everybody.
Mhm.
I mean, you can go anywhere with that.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So,
working at a bridal boutique or bridal shop, if she continues to work there every summer and they hire her on full time after she's done with college, then she could be doing the accounting for them and their books, and
oh,
and move up in that company.
cool. That's great. Well, good for her.
Yeah. So, yeah, but I hope she kind of moves over to Idaho because they're very conservative there, or Montana.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, well, I better go. Anna's done with her show or her stuff,
Okay.
and it's nice to meet all you other people.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Okay.
to meet
Yeah.
you.
Thank you so much for catching me up, Dustin. Y'all cross my mind from time to time, and I always hope you're doing well. And as you keep coming to my mind, I'll just keep praying for you.
Yeah.
We all could use that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And if my son, Dylan, and his wife Olivia, and my granddaughter Emma come to your mind,
I'll write it down in my prayer book. So,
I really appreciate it.
yep. In the name of Jesus, I just pray that the Holy Spirit goes in and starts healing that in the name of Jesus. See, there's
Amen.
6 of us or 5 of us praying for that.
Yes.
So,
Thank you so much.
Definitely. Hey, Justin, can you pray for me to get a new job? Is that okay?
a job.
Please.
Okay.
A new one. Because
A
I
new
don't.
job.
Because the one that on the moment I get picked on, you see.
Oh, you get picked on?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'll pray that you go to work as a millionaire. How's that?
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
a good
Okay.
one.
Lord, I just pray right now that Tina gets a job with a Christian boss that will have her back. In the name of Jesus, I pray right now. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
It's a blessing to have a Christian boss.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So where do you live, Tina?
In England.
Okay, so are you in the same time zone as Betty?
What I'm on 13 in the morning it is now.
It's 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. That's pretty. I'd be asleep.
Yeah.
Y'all are
They're
troopers.
night owls.
Yeah.
Night owls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sleep till we get up about 11 a.m. I think.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
get up later than that. I get up about 2 o'clock.
All right. Yeah. I get up pretty early. I get up at 5 a.m. and watch the sun come up.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and then I have to be at work by 7:30, so I got lots of time. Then Anna and I spend about 30 minutes together, and then we spend the evenings together too. So, which reminds me.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, okay. Bye, Justin.
Okay.
Bye. So good to see you.
Is he a pastor? Is he, Justin?
Yes, and I can just, it makes me happy to see him, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a really sweet person.
definitely.
Yeah, I hadn't got to
No,
talk to him in a long time,
yeah.
It's
but he's
nice.
been on my channel for like not long after I started my channel, and he has a channel
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
Yeah, if y'all want to subscribe to it, he hasn't put out any videos lately, but he does teaching from the Bible a lot of
Yeah.
It's real good, makes it easy to understand, and then he also shares like what's going on in his life, like if he wrestles with anger or if somebody
Yeah.
just kind of like I share on my channel about just real life stuff. So he
Oh,
does that kind of thing. So if y'all want to subscribe to him, he's a very, very sweet person.
Tuesday,
Oh,
you know I'm on my phone. Can you subscribe to him, please, and send me
Oh,
a link
and you
on
know
Facebook?
what?
I
One
just do
time,
my nails at the moment.
uh, you know how to take a screenshot, Daddy? You
What?
on your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
You can take a screenshot.
Or what?
It'll take if you mash two buttons at once, it'll take a picture of this screen right here, of this chat, this panel, whatever's on your phone. It'll take a screenshot of it and it'll be in your camera.
I don't know how to do that. I'm too dumb.
No, it's not hard. You just mash the power button and the volume down button at the same time. So, like, say if you're looking at a scripture on your phone, I do it all the time. You just mash the power button and the volume down button at the same time. Hold it for just a second, and it's a screenshot, and then you'll have it. Try it
Oh,
sometime. Yeah.
I don't.
But I was going to tell you one time Justin did a video, and he had on the shirt, and it said, it's a bishop thing. Because, like, he, I don't know, ordains bishops in a church or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And so he had this shirt that said it's a bishop thing. Well, I commented on the video because guess what? That's my last name. And I was like, oh, I love your shirt. That is my last name. So he and his wife made me and my husband Mark
Oh,
made
nice.
made us a shirt that says it's a bishop thing. And we have matching shirts. And I just wore mine the other day. Yeah. Wasn't that sweet? And sent it to me from Washington, the state.
Oh, that's nice.
I know, I'll never forget
That's,
that.
that's crazy. My brother, that's my sister's marriage name, Miss Bishop. I
Wow.
know, right?
Wow. That is. Well, that's my married name, you know, my husband.
Yeah, that's
My
her
maiden
married name.
name, my maiden name was Willard, which is, I'm glad it's not that anymore because it's hard for me to say W's, you know? Willard, I don't
Hmm.
know, just, it doesn't roll off of my country tongue that well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 In Germany, I think like W's are pronounced like V. So like
Oh, Willard.
Oh,
Oh,
Willard.
that's much better. I like
Yeah.
that.
I'll write mine in private chat because I've got little kids. I'll write mine in private chat just in case anyone's listening.
Oh, yeah, I think I know yours because of Facebook Messenger.
This is my maiden name.
I don't see the
Okay.
private chat. Oh, there it is. Oh,
And this is my surname now.
oh, okay. Surname. Is that what that's called? A surname? I didn't know that that was a surname. Your married name's your surname?
Yeah,
I never knew that.
that's what it's
Oh,
changed
wow.
to.
That's what it is now, Natty?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I never knew that.
I
Okay.
kept it on the kids though, I double barreled it, kept my maiden name and his name. So I
Hmm.
double barreled the kids' names.
that's nice.
I don't know
Oh,
what that means, but
oh no, I missed that question. Actually, I do. How
what?
long do you how long would you be? How long would you sort of like wait for a man until he says that he'd marry you?
I guess I don't know how to answer this, because if something were to happen to this one I'm married to now, I would never, ever, ever get married again.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough. That is.
But,
That's fair enough.
let me just imagine. Let me think about it. Say if I were single and
Uh-huh.
I loved a man, I was in love with
Uh-huh.
him, and
Uh-huh.
I wanted to be with him,
Uh-huh.
and but he didn't want to marry me.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know how to answer that, Tina. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Does anybody else have an answer? Grace?
I mean, I don't have any relationship experience, but I mean, like, if he's making you, he doesn't want to be with you, then he's not worth your time.
That's
Look
Exactly.
what
true.
Myra
That's
said, y'all.
exactly
Look
that's
what
how I
Myra
think,
said.
Grace. Smash.
Uh-huh.
Same
Tina,
you, Dave.
Myra in the chat said she would wait 3 whole seconds.
Exactly.
I thought she was gonna say yes.
Myra just tell you like it is. I mean, Myra's just very straightforward. I mean, in a very courteous way, but
Oh yeah, definitely. I thought she was gonna say yes, I did.
oh. But
That's funny.
you know what, Tina? It's probably according to who you ask, because people's experience and their past and their relationships may cause them to answer differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's true.
So,
That.
like for me, I've been married. This is my second marriage, and I've been through a lot of difficulty in my first one, obviously, because I'm divorced. And I've
Yeah.
been through a lot of difficulty in this marriage, and
Yeah.
therefore my answer would be I would never be waiting on anybody, because I would never do that, because it just takes so much work and effort to have a relationship, not just with a husband or wife, but with a friend
Yeah.
or any relationship. It takes so much work, and it's just like you can't handle but so much.
That's true. That.
But I'm sorry if we didn't give a good answer.
Oh no, that's fine. That is.
Yeah. What is your feelings about it, if you want to share?
Um, I like, I would, I'd probably still wait for somebody because I love them and that, but I'd want them to, want them, I would want them to want me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Me and my husband waited a year and then we got married.
Yeah. How long did you know each other first, though?
Uh, well, I went with him on the first date.
Oh, yeah.
not the most classiest bird.
Uh-huh. So you knew him for a year before you got married, did you?
I knew him at college.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I thought, well, he's waited this many years, so
You knew him a long time then.
I knew him a long time ago. I
Yeah.
had just a feeling that he was the right one.
Yeah.
I had an idiot before. I met Nathan again, who was just seeing me on the weekend, so I dumped him. Right, dumped him. Went at it proper with Nathan, got rid of the
Yeah.
trash.
Oh my, she
Uh-huh.
took the trash out, Lord. Oh, she took the trash out. Oh my goodness. Natalie, you're a mess.
Got rid of my garbage first.
Oh my. But that I'll tell you what a topic. What a topic. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Oh my goodness. My best, I mean, honestly, I do tell my daughter, I remind her, I just say, now, Morgan, just because society says you have to get married, have kids, and all this, I'm telling you, you do not have to get married. You do not have to have children, and you can be happily have a lot of pets. And she's like, you seriously don't want any grandkids? I'm like, I'm just saying, when you do get married and you do have kids, kiss your heart goodbye, because it's no longer your own heart. It's out there walking around wherever your children are. I have part of my heart's in Texas, part of my heart's here, there. And it's just, and you're so vulnerable at that point because you love people so much and you have no control, and they make their own choices and it breaks your heart. And it's just really hard being a mom.
Definitely.
I think
Well, y'all
that
know.
that's I think that's one of the reasons. I mean, from my point of view, I think one of the reasons there's so much divorce now is because people don't realize just how much selflessness goes into a relationship.
Yes.
Can
Yes,
I be
Grace.
honest with you guys? Me and my husband had a slight separation and we nearly got divorced.
Mhm.
Well, we
Well,
we
I think,
got back together.
yeah. Well,
We
I
did have
just
a
think
little
that's
bit.
very. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep overriding you.
Sorry, we had a little bit of a glitch.
We must
And
have had a line or something.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm gonna
sometimes
hush.
you have to be
Well,
careful with friends, though, because sometimes friends can be a bit jealous and cause trouble.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was just gonna
So
say
that was
back
one of
to.
his friends.
Mm,
He was the best man at our wedding. I did used to be a bit of a cow. I will admit that.
a what?
A cow.
Ow.
I used to be a bit of a bitch.
Oh, I'm so slow. Oh my goodness. I am always the last one to get the joke, y'all.
My mother-in-law definitely husband likes the improvement I am now.
Wait a minute. A cow isn't called that. That's a dog. It's called that, isn't it? It's a female dog, isn't it, y'all?
A cow is a heifer.
Yeah. Okay, what's the female dog? Is it not, what she just said?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a bit of a dog then, Maddie.
I was cold as ice.
Willing to sacrifice our love. Foreigner,
That's nice,
right?
I like it.
Mm.
But I was just going to say to what Grace said, Grace, I think that's so very, I don't know where you got that from to have that insight, but at such a young age, and to not, like you said, had any really solid relationship type of experience. So I
Yeah.
don't know where you got that from. Maybe you have a wise mother or grandmother to teach you that, or maybe you got it on your own. But that really, I think, I haven't heard anybody really put it that way, but that is so true, I think. And not just with, like I said, not with a marital relationship, but with a good friend.
Mm.
Hmm.
Just to have a good friend takes time, and you go through such trials and hard things, and are you going to weather the storm together? I mean, you're right, because like going into it, it's all about, each one is doing all this stuff for the other one, and then when it comes down to real life, you need each other's help so much just to, just to survive life. And it is so much more give
Mm.
than it is, or it's so much more, yeah, give than, I don't know, it's give and take, it's ebb and flow,
It
Yeah.
you
can't be
know?
more. There's got to be more give than take. Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah, definitely. You're right. That's utterly cold, but still has milk. I
Yeah.
don't get it. What does this mean, y'all?
I mean, even an engagement ring doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? How expensive an engagement ring is, because it could just get stolen. That's what happened to my engagement ring. It got stolen. And look, we're still married, even though even though I ain't got no engagement ring anymore. It's
Yeah,
not
well,
the
that brings
engagement ring that's important. It's the marriage, isn't it?
me to another question to do with that. And please don't let me offend anybody, but a piece of paper?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, a piece of paper? I mean, you're talking about a ring, okay. And now a piece of paper is what binds two hearts together? That's not what binds two hearts together,
Mm-hmm.
is it?
I don't know. How did they used to get married in the olden days?
I mean, society uses a piece of paper to bind people together, but I'm not sure that's what binds two hearts together because not only my heart is bound with people that I'm not married to. I mean, I'm talking about like friends or my sister, or I'm bound up to some of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I know I am is because when something's going on with you, I'm grieved. I think about you, and when you're happy and like Grace up here talking tonight makes me happy because she's, feels like talking, and your heart gets bound with people without a piece of paper, don't it?
It
Yeah.
does. It's like Natty said about the ring. A wedding ring is a symbol of your marriage, but it's not your marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So maybe the marriage certificate's proof of your marriage.
Maybe that's what
Yeah.
it could be.
Yeah. So,
But it's not your marriage though. It's just the representation of it.
okay. All right, Grace. So what is the marriage then?
I
It's not
think
the
it's
ring, it's not
when
the paper.
I think it's when the two people decide to trust one another enough to go forward with their life together.
Yeah. Make a public announcement that they're together in matrimony.
So it makes me think.
Oh,
It makes me think because, talking about being married to Christ,
yeah.
it just makes me
Hmm.
think,
Yeah.
so there must be a proof that we're married to Christ. If we're talking about a marriage certificate between two people's proof, the paper.
Mm.
So, what would be our proof that we're married to Christ, and what would be a
My
symbol of our marriage to Christ? I don't know what these answers are.
my pastor says that, um salvation, is to trust in what Jesus did for us, but we're baptized and that is the representation, you know. Baptism doesn't save you, but it shows that you're saved. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Oh, is
got
that
me
how the
thinking.
Jewish? Yeah, that's how the don't Jewish people stamp on a glass or something.
Step on a glass. Ow.
Uh, are you serious, Myra, about this? People used to jump on a broom
Jump
in
over a
I've
that
heard of
broom.
prayer?
that.
What?
The back in the 1800s when the slaves weren't allowed to be married or whatever. Um, that's how they would marry each other. They would jump a broom.
What do you mean jump a jump? Oh,
They would
jump.
they would
I,
jump
I
together
thought she meant
over a
jump
broom.
on a broom, like and fly away like a witch or something. I was thinking something totally different. I
No,
read
they
that
would,
wrong. Okay, they jump a broom, like jump over a broom.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
How?
legally they
Wow.
weren't allowed to get married, but that's how they would show their marriage.
Wow. Never knew that. I know the old wives' tale, which is superstitious stuff, but they say don't don't sweep under somebody's feet or they'll never get married. Y'all ever heard that?
No.
Yeah, so like my sister does hair, and every time she does my hair, I always sweep my hair and I always wash out the color bowls for her. And if anybody's got in her chair, I'll say, move your feet. I want to sweep under them. And they'll just laugh. I mean, everybody knows, and they'll just say, oh, please sweep under my feet. Some of them will say that. I mean, yeah, because it's just old wives' tale. If you sweep under somebody's feet, then you'll never get married.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, interesting. When I come up, I was raised up with my grandmother, who was already old. Well, to me, because I was just a little child. Her mother, which was my great grandmother, who was seriously old, and my grandmother's brother, which was my great uncle. So I'm raised up with three old people. Now I say old now, not now. I wouldn't call that age old, but back then I was just little, so they were just old to me, and they raised me up. So I came up hearing some of these old wives' tales. They were Christian, went to church, but it's like they truly held to all these old wives' tales, which I think are just like superstitious type of stuff, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean because my dad, he was raised in the hills of West Virginia, and my grandmother, um they have a lot of superstitious they go to church and everything, but they have a
Yeah,
lot of superstitions, like they do something they call it was a flip the baby's liver or something like that. When a baby's born, they flip the baby around, and I don't know what the reason is for, but it's a health reason.
Yeah.
yeah. Or I'm just trying to think of some. Do you think of any more? Like, okay, if your body aches and stuff, you just put a bar of soap under your mattress. Oh, here's
My
one.
my
Oh, go ahead, Grace.
my daddy would say every time you hear a dog howl, it means someone's gonna die.
Oh, okay. Listen to this one. I come up hearing that if a bird flew into your house, that meant somebody was going to die. And birds fly into your house sometimes. And even though I didn't know if that was true or not, if a bird ever comes to my house, it still makes me wonder for a minute,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
that was like the gospel. All these little things was like the way it was. And I don't know if, like you had said, it's because of like in the mountains, I was at the foothills of the mountains growing up, and or if
Yeah.
it's the older generation had all these superstitions or whatever, but it's just
I would I would
weird.
think it I think it's honestly a lot of it is from the hills, the people there,
Okay.
because my mom's family on her side, nothing like that um was
Yeah.
ever said, It was all my daddy's side. They're very superstitious up there. Um
Well, you
and
might be
the,
right.
and they live in a world that's almost behind everybody else in the country. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know how to explain it. At least the ones in West Virginia, I'm not sure.
That's well, West Virginia, how everybody, has a certain reputation, right? Whether it's
Yeah.
true or not. But look what Myra said. That's another one. Well, actually, yeah, I was doing a little jewelry thing the other day, and my nose was itching. My nose never itches. And I think Myra was there and said something about you're going to get company. And I was like, huh, I always heard if your nose was itching, it means you're going to come into money. When I say come into money, means you're going to come into getting some money. So that's one. And I just thought of another one because I was sitting here racking my mind. If you see a black cat while you're driving on the road or riding your bicycle, anything, if you see a black cat, you're supposed to make an X on your windshield because there's supposedly bad luck is what was the thing. And then let's see, there's that one. I just thought
If
of
your
that. There's
ears,
so
if
many.
if your ears are itching, someone's talking about you.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I've even said that. I said, was your ears, is it your ears was itching? Or,
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right. I've even said that. Was your ears itching because I was talking about you? Yes, they say I even use it in my vocabulary and I don't even realize it.
Well, when someone sneezes, you say bless you. And that goes back into like the 1500s. People used to believe that sneezing was a sign of demonic possession. Um,
Ah,
when you sneezed, it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was either a demon was trying to get in you or out of you. I don't remember, but that's
now,
why people would say
I have
bless you.
heard something like that, but it seems like I didn't hear it until later in life. But seems like what I heard, Grace, was, and I don't know which one it is, and probably neither, but, well, I'm sure neither, but it was like the Native American people. And if you
Hmm.
sneeze, your spirit goes out of you or something. So you say,
I've
bless you,
heard
so it'll
that.
go back in or something. I don't know.
I've heard that too.
Yeah. So,
Do you know the old nursery rhyme "Ring Around the Rosies"? Did y'all ever sing
yes.
that? You know, it's actually like about the plague. Um,
Yeah, I know
I think you
it's like
told me that.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like "Ring Around the Rosies." It was talking about the red spots all around you. There was like a little ring on you. And then pocket full of posies. People kept flower petals in their pockets and everything because the smell of death was so bad. Um, Ashes, ashes. They bring around Rosie's pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes. Everybody, the bodies were being burned. And then we all fall down dead from the
Oh
plague,
my
basically.
gosh. And I did that
that.
in
Oh,
elementary
brilliant.
school. We played that all the time, Ring Around Rosie.
What
Mm-hmm.
about Jack and Jill?
Went up
What's
the
about
hill.
it?
To fetch a pail of water, Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after.
Yeah,
That's
I think
horrible.
the nursery rhymes are dark, right?
Yeah,
And
they
you
all
don't,
come from England.
did they? I didn't know that.
I think they came from England.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Wow, I mean, you don't even, they just come up hearing it, reading it. It becomes second nature to say it. I mean, I think I've done Ring Around the Rosies with my best friend's kids when they were little. We played that outside, and I didn't think not one thing about it, you know?
According to myth stories, that England used to have wolves bigger than America's wolves. Our wolves
Wow.
used to be massive in England.
Mhm.
You know when you get like the story of the big bad wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
A lot of those old tales and everything, um, they were told from what would you call them?
Yeah.
Bards and stuff. They would make up these songs and they would be picking on the like the royals or whatever is going on the day. And they would just change it up a little bit so they wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah.
I think I could just sit here and talk with y'all all night, but I got to get a shower and I'm not going to turn the stream off. Y'all feel free to stay and hang out. But I got to get a shower because I got to get up at least 5 o'clock, maybe
Mm.
5:30. But
Have you ever heard of seesaw? Marjorie Door.
I've had a seesaw.
a seesaw, like you get on one end, somebody gets
No,
on the other end.
there's like a song called Seesaw, Marjorie Door. Johnny could
No.
go even faster. He
No,
would have but a penny a day, and Johnny would have a new master.
That's absolutely creepy.
it was creeping me out, Natalie.
Sorry.
Like, oh my goodness.
I know it was creeping me out too.
I'm trying to think of another one what's comes from England that's creepy. Um,
Mm,
uh,
well, I used to watch scary movies. I loved them when I was younger, teenager, all that. But I do not watch them anymore. I don't need that. And scary movies these days are way scarier than of course, I guess you know technology and all this kind of stuff, special effects. But no, there was one. My oldest son, this is back, I don't know, before he left the house and went off to the army. And I can't remember if it was The Purge. I can't remember what movie it was come out. And we got him for his 16th birthday, a great big, I don't know how many some inch that tape, bigger than the one we had in our own living room. But he liked to play his video game and stuff. And that's just what we got him for his 16th birthday. Because he didn't have his license till he's about 17 and a half. But anyway, and he would say, come watch us. And you know, when they're teenagers, whatever they invite you to do, you do it because that's how you get to spend time with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can just
Yeah.
have to meet them where they're at. So he invited me to watch a scary movie and I was going to do it.
Mm.
But I went up there in his room. We sat down on his couch to watch this movie. And I don't know how many seconds. It wasn't even probably 2 minutes. I said, I absolutely cannot watch this. It was so freaky 2 minutes in that and I don't like scary movies anymore because I don't like to even think such things. So
Oh,
I
I've
don't
got
know if
another
I
creepy
do.
song. I've got another creepy nursery rhyme.
No more.
It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He went to bed and bumped his head and couldn't get up in the morning. So he bumped
That
his head
wasn't.
and it's about an old man bumping his head and dying, not being able to get
Yeah,
up in the
I've heard
morning.
that one. But that one near as creepy as that last one, though.
What's Cecil?
That
Yeah,
one
don't
is gonna haunt me for years now.
don't say that anymore. The Blair Witch was really the Bell Witch. I don't know about that.
A
I mean, I
lot of
watched The
the
Blair Witch. I remember watching that, and I didn't think that one was that scary.
yeah.
But
But
not
like
saying
When you think
anything.
about it, when you hear
I
about stories as well, they were pretty sick as well. Like Hansel and Gretel. What kind of parents take the kids to the woods and try and lose them?
You're right, and that's how the stories were raised when we was little, stuff like that. Jack and the Beanstalk. What was you gonna say, Grace?
I was gonna say I gotta go in just a second because my phone's dying. So if I disappear,
Oh,
that's why.
well, I'm so glad you came up and hung out with us, Grace.
Yeah.
Well, it's been fun.
Yeah,
Thanks for
good.
listening.
Oh, yes. I hope I feel like I talk to. Every time I leave a stream into stream, I think, I wish I had to listen to them more rather than speak more. Oh, she's gone.
Oh, she's
Oh,
back,
bless
isn't she?
her heart.
Who's that
Oh,
white
no, there
person?
she is. Oh, no, she's gone. She fell out, didn't she?
Who's the white girl?
I don't know. I'm confused. Hold on a minute here. So confused. Let me get these off. Says the cat, but because she didn't really leave the stream. Her battery just died. So
Oh,
if she
okay.
plugs back in, it will take her off though. I don't know. I'm confused.
Do y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What happened?
No, I
You
don't know what
freaked me.
happened. I've still got a little bit power left. I don't know.
Well, I was like, oh, she fell off. And then Natty's like, well, who's that white circle? I'm like,
It's
oh my God,
Natty.
we got a scary movie playing out right in front of us, y'all.
Oh, my cat just screamed on the porch. So
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah, I was getting ready to have to leave too because I got to get my shower and get in the bed. I didn't even plan on talking. Oh, but what I was saying is I always wish I had listened more. And I feel like I talk too much every time.
everything.
So every time.
I feel the same way too, even though I don't
Do
talk
you?
much.
Yeah, well, huh?
Okay, well, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all have a good night.
You too, honey. Come back anytime.
Okay.
All right.
Night, Grace.
Sweet dreams.
Wonder what Tina's doing.
I don't know, but she's the sweetest little thing, ain't she?
Yeah,
Bless her heart.
definitely.
She's smart too. You know, you can tell she's intelligent, but she don't really boast about it. She's just gentle, sweet girl. She'll probably never find a guy that's good enough for her.
Yeah, definitely.
There's some people like that in this world. They just won't ever find anybody good enough for them.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm going to have to go too, darling. But I don't want to leave you by yourself. Is Tina still there?
I don't
Reckon
know.
she fell
Tina?
asleep. Did
I
you
don't
fall
know.
asleep, Tina?
Tina!
We might have put her to sleep. Natty, surely you can get you some sleep now too, can't you, honey?
Oh, yeah, I need to go to sleep, don't I?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I hope you sleep so good.
Yeah, thanks for creating this chat. It's been lovely.
Yeah, it has. I've enjoyed it. It lightened my heart.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right,
And I love
night.
you. Good
Night.
night.
Love you. Love you, Tina.
Good night, Tina. And good night, everybody. Good night, Myra. I know you're still here. I don't know who else might be, but bless y'all's hearts. And I don't say that in a bad way. I heard some people say that maybe they just don't know Southerners, or maybe they know mean Southerners. I don't know. But they said that when Southerners say bless your heart, it means they really thinking, oh, you're so ignorant, or oh, you're so stupid. And I thought, I never thought that when I say bless your heart. When I say bless your heart, I mean bless your heart. Comfort, peace, whatever you need, may it come to your heart. You know, I just feel for that person when I say bless your heart. So when I say that, that's what I mean. Bless y'all's heart. Love you guys. I'm glad you hung out with us, Myra, and everybody that did. Yeah, I'm thankful for the conversation. And my heart does feel a little bit lighter. Now I gotta swallow my pride at some point tomorrow and let this feeling of mercy, or whatever this feeling is I've got towards that person, so I'm telling you about, that was kind of mean to me. I just got a built-in feeling of mercy or sorrow for them, or forgiveness for them coming. I don't know what it is, but it's about like you have to swallow your pride of where you were in the right, and you can plainly see what they did wrong. But it's just like, I just got to swallow my pride and let the love rule, let the good rule over the bad or something. I don't know. And then even when I was thinking about this, about talking to the person, and telling them how to change a heart towards them, um, even the thought came to me like, well, why are you always the one, Misty, that apologizes first, even if you didn't do anything? And in this case, you didn't holler and scream or cuss or be hurtful towards that person. They did it towards you. But so it's just, you know how they say you got the little angel on one shoulder and the little devil on the other one? It's almost like it's true. And the little angel's saying, you know, their heart wasn't as bad as you think it was here. It just came out they weren't able to control themselves or something. And the little devil saying, well, why are you always the one to apologize first or go to that person? You know what I mean? It's just like this little conversation inside my head, like, which one am I going to go with? Well, I hope and pray I always go the right way, but I think you do have to swallow your pride. I don't know, y'all. I'll be thinking about that tomorrow while I'm sitting out here at my yard sale, which I hope people come and take it all. Yeah, here sometimes, like if it's getting towards the end of the day and somebody comes to your yard sale, they'll say, I'll give you 25, 30, 40, 50 bucks for it all. And I'm one of those people who'd say, take it for 5, so I ain't got to pack it all up, take it to the Goodwill or whatever. So I hope all that gets balled up, but I'll be thinking about that. And love you guys. Talk to you later. Good night.